Got a bag of nuts from a German to wake me up in the morning.
Over the last few days, I've been consistently hearing what sounds like soft rain. And I think it has to do something with the insects, because it only started a few days ago when basically all the insects on the planet came out here to crawl on my legs. Welcome to Unionville, New York State. Weird freaking car graveyard out here. Yep, New Jersey is easy, folks. Absolutely no hard parts of it, completely straightforward. Trust me, none of this trail is easy. Basically none of it. Just reached the start of the infamous Appalachian Trail boardwalk. Now it really feels like I'm back in Florida. Oh, this one's a classic. I still need to resupply, so I'm going to hitch over to a drive-in movie theater where apparently you can camp for like $5. This is my spot, Warwick Drive-In Theater.
Morning. So, it was so much fun being able to watch 3 screens at once. I would say that Furiosa was definitely the best one that was showing tonight. The others were pretty mediocre, like the new Ghostbusters movie, the new, like all these other little sequels and stuff they had out there. Furiosa was a pretty great film. It was never going to be as good as Fury Road, but I think the director was very conscious of that. He took it in a very different direction. So, still quite a good film.
My mom and dad are flying over from Australia to come and visit on the 11th. So I will get to stay with them for a couple of days and do everything I need to do, just talk with them again. It's going to be great to see them. Only issue is I need to go pretty fast in order to get to the rough area where I want to be by the time I meet them. So I'm thinking I will probably be doing 40-50 kilometer days for the next few days, as long as I can, into Massachusetts. I'm liking this state line. Goodbye, New Jersey. Hello, New York. Permanently. Well, it might look a bit like piss, but it's drinkable. I've stopped filtering stuff completely. I'm just using iodine as a chemical treatment, so I think I might actually throw away my solar filter at some point. I'm liking New York so far, but tell you what, I haven't been to an American state so far, which have involved using my rock climbing skills so much. This is all just rock climbing, rock hopping, nice views, fun stuff. 2 hours in New York, and I've already lost the trail more here than in every other state on the Appalachian Trail combined. It's like, where do I go? There's these rock slabs everywhere. Because of how close this is to New York, this trail can really just be anything. Like, it can either be this incredibly hard to follow forest track, which doesn't look like it's been maintained in 5 years, or it can just be this. I could drive my car down this. You know, somehow I feel like the trail could have chosen an easier pathway than this one. Nice spot. Let's time travel to the morning. So it rained a bit last night, which is an issue because a whole bunch of what I'm doing today is traversing these sloping slabs of rock. I'm trying to get to the Hudson River today, to cross the Hudson River, but we'll see if that happens. We'll see if that happens, sorry. It might not. I don't necessarily have to get that far, so we'll see. Just reached Harriman State Park. Fun fact, I'm now on the very first Appalachian Trail section to ever be built. I think this was built around 1922 or so. No roadside stands anymore, but I do see these coolers all over the place actually. It's been amazing. Things are so much easier in this state park. It's like a breath of fresh air. I mean, look at these paths. Haven't had paths this good since New Jersey. Damn. Those might be some of the biggest boulders I've seen on the trail so far. What's the trail even doing at this point? What is this? Oh, I love it. I love it. And this trail is just winding itself into even narrower slots. That is so narrow, I don't think I'll be able to get my pack through. So this is an obstacle called the Lemon Squeezer, and it's an obstacle so significant that I've actually had to strap my mat to the very top of my pack in order to make it narrow enough to get through. All right, let's get through this. Chuck my trekking poles in front of me. And this is the one obstacle I kind of wish I had a GoPro for, because it's sort of tough filming and also doing stuff with both hands, like lifting this pack. But you can see I'm getting through. It's pretty fun actually. So that was the Lemon Squeezer, a crevice that gets narrower and narrower, but also shallower and shallower closer to the end. So you can see my pack and trekking poles are already out of here, and I can just easily clamber outside with them. Success. And just after the Lemon Squeezer, which was not that hard at all, I'm faced with something where I just go, how am I supposed to get up here exactly? Thanks, trail. I just took a layback in a chimney climb with a 20-kilo pack. Something I've noticed about New York after looking at the maps. Typically, you can walk into a town near the trail and you can expect two things to be there. A hiker's hostel and an outfitter, you know, a hiking gear shop. But both of those things have tended to be absent for the last few towns, and it kind of looks like that's going to be the norm for pretty much the rest of the hike. So the trail town days seem to be over. Well, this is a weird hut, but it's appreciated. Check that out. Stone support, stone walls, and a back, which is very much made of stone. It's always important to remember on long distance hikes that you won't get every single view that's advertised to you. So here we have a nice view of the Hudson. This is meant to be the best view you get of New York City, but I don't see any of the skyline. It should be around there. Still nice though, still pretty nice. Oh, right there is Bear Mountain. That looks absolutely sick. Let's climb it. 1400. Nice. So that's less than 800 to go. Absolutely nothing. The AT has been rerouted, so it goes here now instead of here. However, a bunch of people have said that the old AT is much better and it follows a more direct route and more scenic route, and that this highway crossing here, which this trail was rerouted to avoid, isn't really all that bad. So I think I might give that a try. Let's do some potential bush bashing. Hell yeah! This crossing looks fine. Been on so much worse on the Florida Trail. Looks like rain. Sorry for the little break in video. For some reason, touchscreens and weather don't mix, but anyway, I just had the craziest rainstorm of the entire trip. Just constant deluge for like a solid hour. Now it's nice though. Like as soon as the whole thing ended, it just started being sunny. So now I'm hiking up Bear Mountain. I'm actually on an old roadbed, which is pretty fun. And we'll get to the summit during the golden hour, which should be pretty nice. Oh, that was Bear Mountain. Awesome stuff at the perfect time of day. Now it's time to plummet down to the Hudson. Look at that. One of the top landmarks of the entire Appalachian Trail, the Hudson River. That's a massive bridge. I was going to walk to the first official campsite on the other side of the Hudson River, but that's all the way over on the other side of a massive hill, and these campsites are flat. I think I might call it for the night. Sometimes the AT is super well maintained, and sometimes it looks like this. It's just a bunch of tall grass. Let's do some deli blazing. Oh, there's Gazelle. Sitting here with Gazelle. Hi. With a Philly cheesesteak sub. Can't wait to eat. I've seen these stone walls pretty much everywhere in New York, probably hundreds of them or so at this point. Really shows that this place didn't always used to look like this. I love this thing. Whatever it is, it kind of looks like an old dam. Clearly built as some old pathway. You can see the blocks over there on the other side. This is Appalachian Trail life. Lots of weather, sometimes every day. Best view I've seen all day, and best sunset I've seen all week. Both in the same place. Isn't that awesome? This was well timed. Finally made it to the hut. 9:30, that's the latest time I've made it to the hut in a while. Good night. Nice big shelter that I actually shared with two other guys. The RP8 shelter. I liked that one. Just past a troop of Boy Scouts. It occurs to me that the number of through hikers on this trail has just been decreasing more and more. I think that if I had stopped and waited for a day to see how many passed, it would only be about 3, 4, 5 at this point. It's really dropped off since entering New York. Okay, I'm not really going anywhere near them, but I'm pretty impressed by the size of those hills over there. I really feel like I'm starting to get back into that district where there are actually larger hills to climb, although I'm not in them yet. Oh yeah, rest. This is Nuclear Lake right here. It was called Nuclear Lake after it was the site of a plutonium research facility which suffered a chemical explosion. Apparently this place has been tested in the 70s and it was safe, so the trail was routed here, but you know, I don't really feel in the mood for gaining superpowers tonight, so probably won't drink the water. I've heard there are warnings against that. This thing with the white blaze painted on it is the Dover oak. Even bigger than the tree I saw in Virginia, apparently. Honestly, I don't really feel like it looks that impressive, but you know, canopy is pretty big. That's pretty cool. Nice tree. Probably my favorite thing about New York, other than the rocks, has been these boardwalks. There's just so many of them. It's amazing. The train actually stops here. Woo! This is magical on the train to New York. Oh my God. Holy crap. A friend I met on trail told me to get a lamb gyro from a specific food stand, and I ended up going to the wrong food stand. Who knew there were 2 halal food stands within 2 blocks of each other in New York? Damn, I'm gonna have to get a second lamb gyro tomorrow. What a terrible problem to have. I've had a very particular mixture of smells out here. It's very different from anything else I've had in another city.